is day 5 in Colombia and I am going on the Pablo Escobar tour. Before coming here, I was sure that I didn't want to go for this. I just felt it was the wrong thing to do, and my husband really wanted to go for this. I mean, he chose Medellin because he wanted to do this particular tour. I always found that crazy. He's watched Narcos and keeps talking about it. I just had absolutely no interest, and I just think it's like glorifying a criminal. But maybe I don't have enough knowledge either because I haven't watched it, and people form their own opinions. But after coming here and talking to a few people, of course the opinions are very divided. There are people who are very indifferent. I met an Uber driver yesterday. He was very indifferent. There are people who want to move away from this part of their history, and there are people who love him, which is so strange. People who light candles for him, and so his presence is still kind of felt in the city because it's very recent. So I think that got me very curious to go see who he was and what this whole hype is about. Especially I think this whole tourism started after Narcos, and Netflix has obviously contributed to this. So I am going to be watching Narcos on my flight back. So let me go see and then form an opinion. But yes, I mean, it is clear that he is a criminal, and it's this tour kind of glorifies that. But well, maybe there's always interest in certain kinds of people, and that's why this tour is doing very well, and we'll see how it goes.
Our headstones are like something like this, but small, just like the rock. He was stealing that, he was erasing the names and selling the rock again as new. Then he started stealing things like cars, and when he was stealing cars, he met a guy, Don Berna. Don Berna is someone very important for our history. The guy was involved in many things. He's still alive, and he was extradited to the United States in 2004. So with this guy, what they were doing is that they were smuggling. They were smuggling cigarettes, alcohol, electronics, everything they could bring from the ports to the city without paying tax.
This is put up by the mayor outside Pablo's house. The guy told us it's celebrating the death of Pablo and also remembering the lives which were lost during that period. This is our guide, Julio. So how do you pronounce Julio?
J-U-L-I-O.
Ah, okay.
Julio.
He's really funny, and I'll give you all his details later.
Thank you.
No, but he also says it's not like glorifying Escobar. It's it's really interesting. Only when you come here you'll understand. He says he hates him, and the mayor also is mixed on this tour they're providing, but they're still doing it.
Like the pillars on the walls, they were there. So they were like, they took everything down and they built the parking lot. The next building is original, that one, but that one is different because they added the colors, the mosaics. So the colors are new. Then they had another building behind that one. That one, they took it down and they built a new one. The new one, if you look it from the air, the shape of that one is a cross. It's only 16 people.
Only 16 people live here. We're going to see Pablo Escobar's jail.
They had,
what he built for himself.
They had one room with the cells or rooms for the prisoners. One more room that is called the patio, is this one in the middle, like the place where the prisoners hang out. And then the other room was for the main hitmans, for Pablo and his brother. And then he had another place that was the pleasure room because he needed privacy, right?
Yeah.
So you can look, if you look through the hole, you see like how the building is inside.
Let me go focus it into the hole. It's all like a little broken down now, and now it's interesting is they have a memorial for all the people who died during this period, right? There's a memorial like the priest made, right, for the people
this one. The shape of this building is a cross. It's in the memory of the people that Pablo killed.
And now there's 60. It's an old age home. That one. The old.
Oh, but the elderly people, they live on the other side. Yeah,
Okay.
where the soccer field was.
Ah, but that's interesting. The government made this for the elderly. Right?
Yeah, this one, this place belongs to the government of Envigado. It's a different government from Medellin.
Okay.
So this one is not like the Monaco building.
Ah, okay.
So yeah,
But it's really beautiful. Like this
visit.
Medellin, right? That looks so beautiful from here.
That's Medellin.
Ah, he could get a view of Medellin. Wow.
Yeah, they got what they wanted to. So the Medellin cartel, they were 5 leaders. Pablo as the leader, his cousin Gustavo, Carlos Leder, a guy who was half German, half Colombian. He was a pilot. He owned an island called Norman's Key in the Bahamas. So this guy was transporting coke there, and then they distribute the coke on boats. A guy that they called the Mexican, Gonzalo Rodriguez Gacha. He was Colombian, but he was called the Mexican because he loved the Mexican culture.
Oh yeah, gotcha.
And the Ochoa brothers. They were the leaders of the Medellin cartel. So they extradited Leder in 1987. He was the first one that was out. Then they killed Gacha. I'm not sure if it was in 1988 or 1989. Now I forget it. But then they killed Gustavo in 1990. So
He was very close to Gustavo.
yeah, they were like brothers.
Yeah.
So in 1990, after they killed Gustavo, it was only Pablo and the Ochoa brothers. And they also killed some of his hitmans on the way, like his main hitman. Some others, they were like running away too. So when Pablo saw what the government was doing, he wanted a way out. So he went to the government and he proposed them to make a deal. So they did. So Pablo proposed them basically to go to a place that he was choosing to stay 8 years. It was going to be a jail. He couldn't go out. He was going to stay there for 8 years, but the army or the police couldn't go inside, only the guards. But the guards were also working for the government. He said that he was going to stay there 8 years, but he only stayed 13 months. He was choosing the place, he was paying for it, he was building the place himself. But they
Do you know anybody else called Pablo Escobar?
I know one guy.
Oh, really?
Only one guy, yeah, but he was like older than Pablo.
Oh, so the name Pablo is common, name Escobar is common.
After that, they don't
Nobody
want
wants
to
to
name any other
name-
boy with that name.
I can understand
But I
that.
know one, because it's like an old guy that lives in my town.
Oh, really?
Yes.
His name is Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, but just Pablo Escobar. Pablo's name was Pablo Emilio
Escobar. I'm just curious why people are putting, like, why do tourists put flowers for him?
Some
Do you know?
people like him, so many tourists they bring the flowers and put them
Tourists, American tourists? Or all
Well,
tourists?
all over, like all of them. In general.
In general.
Some of them they bring the flowers. I know because in my tour sometimes they ask me to stop on the entrance and they buy flowers to bring to him.
Wow.
And I have seen some locals that they also bring the flowers and they also pray for him. And some other crazy things.
Is that, you think it's because his son is also going around and, like, you know, write the books he's written and trying to change the name?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? That has nothing to do with it? But has the son made a difference through his books and telling people to...
Probably, but not here. Because I think here doesn't read too much.
Okay.
So it's not like it works.
It's just interesting. This is the neighborhood he built, around 872 houses. That's the reason people here really like him. In this neighborhood, he's almost given like god-like status here in this particular neighborhood. She runs a souvenir shop here, as you can see. People actually come here and buy souvenirs. So I'm going back to what I keep saying. It's really questionable, you know, whether this is right or wrong, and so many people still love him. For me, there is so much interest to learn more now. It's something I wasn't interested in at all, but it's really amazing to see why people love him. This entire neighborhood was built by Pablo, and the people here seem to really love him.
¿De qué país?
No, it's no Spanish.
No Spanish, no English. No English.
So you really like Escobar, Pablo Escobar?
Sí.
Yeah.
Robin Hood para nosotros. Sí.
Sí,
Como el Robin Hood de nosotros. Como el gran benefactor, ¿cómo se dice?
They benefit.
Yeah.
He really helped you, this neighborhood. It's nice. That's my niece. So she said, no, we were just discussing, okay, he built these 872 houses, which is why people love him, but
How many people did he kill?
and the number of people he blew up planes, he killed innocent people, it's just so confusing to, glorify this. But yet he did so much for the poor people. I don't know, I don't even know any of this makes sense. That's the end of this video. So I'm currently doing a series on Colombia. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And to stay tuned for further videos from me, please do click the subscribe button. See you soon.